God, I don't want to even go up. It's not a place for faint-hearted people, not at all. So in this video, we're going to explore one of the most important places in entire Kasi, Manikarnika Ghat. Kasi is known for a lot of beautiful things, spirituality, Hinduism, tradition, culture, but this particular place talks about death. We all fear of losing ourselves someday, right? And yes, as humans, we live, we survive, and there is one day where we all die. Some people might die in peace, some they have a tragic death, but still, we all live towards one particular point in time. Over here in Kasi, there is one tradition, or maybe let's call it a belief, that if someone dies over here, his soul directly goes towards moksha. Let's keep it heaven in a normal layman term. So they think if you die here in Kashi, you will straight away go to the heaven, which actually stops the cycle of birth and rebirth. Manikarnika Ghat, every single day they usually burn minimum of 300 to maximum of 600 dead bodies. Just imagine burning 300 to 500 bodies per day, and the whole environment might feel so weird, right? We all talk about haunted places, we always want to explore haunted cities, but I personally feel this could be one of the most haunted places, but I never know, because a lot of people do say there are some restrictions over here. There is also a weird thing that's happening in Varanasi. If you want to die, because like I said, dying here is actually a gift. So if you want to die, there are some guest houses, or maybe like let's say hotels over here, where you can just pay for per day. It's so cheap, maybe like around 100 rupees per day, and once you die, the entire organization will actually take care of your dead body. They will burn it, and there you go. If you really want to die over here, you can pretty much plan your own death. And we all get scared of the whole point of dying, and over here some people come all the way from wherever they are, all over the world, just to stay here and die. So that's how death has become in Varanasi over here. One of the most strange or maybe bizarre rules in Manikarnika Ghat is that women are not allowed to see all the rituals that's happening over here. They think women's body is actually, cursed to them. So as a woman, it's pretty much hard task to even see what's happening. In India, there's a thing where if you want to do something new, maybe you're on a way to get a new car, or sign document for a new house, or whatever that you're doing as a new thing, and if you see a dead body ritual happening, it's actually luck factor. So a lot of people all over the world might think dying or death is a negative thing, but over here in India, death is kind of weird, For some, it's a negative thing. For a lot of people, it's actually a positive thing to see a dead body. You'll be surprised with a lot of things, from random cows to a lot of local street food shops. Imagine you having a new car and wanted to come to Varanasi, definitely you'll go back home with at least 5 to 6 scratches. So that's how safe the roads are here in Varanasi, and how people do ride the bikes over here. I don't know whether it's even allowed to ride bikes, because I feel this particular lane is just meant for walking. Finally reached the most important place of the day, which is Manikarnika Ghat. See, all over the place, all over Varanasi, you'll see the woods. Fuck. So this particular wood is used to burn the dead bodies when I'm talking about. I don't know what particular wood is this, but yes, you have come to the place. Strange, but I'm getting a alcohol smell over here. I wonder who's drunk, but
हाँ भैया
no. First thing that you will notice when you come to such places, like I said, people do want to take you on a boat, and yes. No, how much is a boat?
प्राइवेट बोट इज 3000
Private boat is 3,000 rupees
शेयरिंग इन 300 पर पर्सन
per person. Where are we going in boat then?
मनकनका फ्रॉम 80
Okay, 3,000 per person in a private boat.
नो शेयरिंग
Sharing.
प्राइवेट बोट
Yes.
3000
Okay. And how much is a sharing boat?
हाँ
How much is a sharing boat?
शेयरिंग बोट 300
300. Okay. So that's a whole price, you know. It's 3,000 rupees for a private boat, and sharing is 300. It's 300 per person.
I will take you around all the guys
Okay.
मनकनका फ्रॉम 80
Okay. 3,000 is the final price.
yes
Okay. See, that's a thing. You know, you got to negotiate. If not, I think you'll be pretty much in a loss. I'll tell you, bro. I'll tell you. So that's how, you know, there are two things you can do over here. You can actually take a boat, take a journey around the river Ganga, or you can just walk around and see certain places. So this is the river Ganga. As much they say the water is actually pure, it is so dirty. And one of the most important things in this particular place, they do burn bodies to the complete core, but there are certain bodies which are not burned properly, and those bodies are either taken by agoris for food, or you will be surprised to see a lot of parts of the body just lying around towards the surface. And I'm talking about this particular surface over there. So if you're lucky, then you might pretty much get to see some parts of human bodies, and that's a very scary thing to do over here. This is not an art, just people spitting pan. And this is the whole contrary I'm talking about. People think coming here will purify the soul, but at the same time, you just spit on the roads. So people think it's one of the most holy, clean place in the entire nation, but at the same time, those same people chew the pan, spit on the same place. That is Kasi for you. It's a quite experience, you know. You cannot just talk about this while just watching a video. You need to experience it. And yes, I don't think it's so creepy to come to such a place, but at the same time, it's not for all the people. It's just meant for some who's willing to see everything they could ever see. I just saw a woman having a cursed doll, and I just realized they do perform black magic over here. So yes, if you want to do black magic on someone, you can pretty much come here. But yes, they actually do black magic. I just saw a woman with a creepy doll. So everything happens here in Manikarnika Ghat. So now I understand why people talk about some negative things about this particular place. It's not meant for a lot of people. Yes, of course, it's religious, you know. When it comes to religion, not just in our country, anywhere you go, people blindly follow a lot of things. And if black magic is your thing, then you should come to this place, because not just they burn bodies, they do perform black magic on you, or maybe the people that you want to do. This is Manikarnika, guys. Insane. You see the smoke up there, those are not just normal chimney smoke. These are all the smoke which comes from burning dead bodies. And yes, they think it's a privilege to die here. And also, I'm not sure whether this is right or wrong. They think if a body is burnt half, then it won't reach moksha, and that particular body is cursed. And those cursed half burnt bodies are taken by all the agoris for food. And that's how the food chain works here. And if your body is completely burnt, you're lucky. You're lucky to actually go to heaven. That's a strange belief over here, but this is the wood I'm talking about. These particular wood are meant to just burn the body. And how simple dying feels like, right? And I don't know why we live for a lot of things. We all wanted good jobs, we all wanted a secure income, but end of the day, this is the only place where it's all equal for you and dying. And if you're dying in Kashi, then it's straight gateway to heaven. They're taking a dead body over here. Could get the smell of the burnt bones, the hair. That's how it feels, you know. We get the whole sensation of burning bodies, and that is not a bizarre thing to experience over here, because you just come here for that. And this is the wood they use. Take it over there. It's kind of very weird. Oh god, I don't want to even go up, because I don't want to like record such things, because I do feel, even though it's a dead body, it's the person lived, and I don't want to record it. But if you're going to ask me about the experience, how it feels, bizarre. It feels like I have come to an anatomy lab, which I don't enjoy a lot, but not everyone likes the smell of burning bones and hair, right? End of the day, you and me, we might even go to such consequences, but yes, that's the whole point. This is not a place for faint-hearted people, not at all. So there you go. This is all about Manikarnika Ghat. This is a place where it's not for all the people, and this is a place where they celebrate the last few moments of your human presence in this particular place. And I wouldn't say you should come as a tourist. If you want to experience how the ceremonial rites of a dead person is all about in India, you can pretty much come here. But you need to have a strong heart. If not, I don't think you will have a good sleep. So this is all about Manikarnika Ghat. This is one of the most important places in Varanasi. And Varanasi in general is all about spirituality, death, and life beyond one's presence.